devoid of proper facts, and are only facilitating the multiplication of the rhetoric that is being driven against the cookies. It is a very surface level emotional plea. She is always silent on matters that affect the tribal communities.
How is the community in general uh, seeing the role of intellectuals and celebrities from the Metro community, like Binalaxmi Nepram and Professor Bhagat Oinam, to name two of them who are at the forefront of projecting an image that it is Meiteis are equally victims of violence in Manipur. And today I saw a lot of people from the northeast who are not Kukizo. They are also calling out these two people. So shed some light on that, because from a national perspective, they have been controlling the narrative for a long time, and especially also left liberal papers like the Wire, Queen Scroll. They also do not question the version of events that intellectuals from the Metis community are putting out.
uh, a bit See, Binalaxmi Nepram is a celebrated human rights activist in Manipur. She has started the, I think, Women Gun Survivors Network. Now,
Mm,
I've heard of this organization and I've heard of her activities. I think the first time I actually paid attention to her activities was since the Three Bills issue came up in Manipur in 2015. In 2015, a similar protest had taken place in which three bills were passed against that I think ate away on the rights of the tribal communities in Manipur. Now, even then,
mm,
Bina Lakshmi had come to speak out on the issues that took place in Manipur, and her arguments, I think, they have always she has always relied on an emotional appeal of non-violence, and people, women have suffered. Now, that is true. That is true. People on both sides have suffered, and people on both sides have been displaced from their homes. Their homes have been destroyed. But it is very important to note that if Bina Lakshmi truly wants to represent the women survivors that she claims to do so, then why does she speak up only when only when atrocities take place against the Meiteis, right? And that too,
mm,
in this current instance, for example, when the Khamenlok incident happened, when the news of the 10 Meiteis who were killed in a tribal village take place, she
mm,
instantly posted it on Twitter. But
mm,
she is always silent on matters that affect the tribal communities. Now, if that is the case, how is it possible? Because how is it possible to justify her humanitarian calls, right? Her emotional and humanitarian calls for peace and all that. Now, that is the problem with I think that is the problem with her activism, because it does not actually call out it is a very surface level emotional plea, and that does not actually cater to the actual problems that are being faced by people on the ground. Because just as in the case of the Kamenlok area, the 10 people who died did not die in a Meitei village. The nearest Meitei village was 3 kilometers away from that village. How is it
yeah,
possible that these people came and died in that village? They were not
exactly.
innocent civilians. They had come to attack the Meitei village, and the state media portrayed them as civilians, which was then taken up by her as news of Meitei innocents dying, and she posted it believing so, without, I think, she did not fact check, because the fact check came out later. And I don't know if she has removed her post or not, but then the fact check definitely proves that her post was wrong, right? So these are certain things that have to
Yeah,
be taken care,
yeah,
like, we need to care about. Now, regarding Professor Bhagat Oinam, I have a lot of respect for his intellectual caliber. However, uh, uh, it is very important to note that uh, in a structural, now he is a professor and he is very well versed with structural problems in society. Now if that is the case, why are his arguments, uh, why are his arguments so, I think, so devoid of proper facts, and are only facilitating the multiplication of the rhetoric that is being driven against the cookies of people, right? Now, I think in an argument that was held in News 9 or News X, News 9, I think,
News
he,
nine,
men-
news nine.
he mentioned more than 100 churches being burnt were actually Meitei Christian churches. Now, I don't know where he got that data from,
Mm.
but it is very hard to believe because uh, we actually have a list. I think that list was made public. It was shared in all the different WhatsApp groups by people who survived the lynching. So so these are certain, you know uh, what do you call, specific instances of silence and specific instances of outbursts in relation to the celebrated stage or platform that they have, says a lot about the celebrities and the recognized individuals from Manipur. So I think it is very important to critically take note of those as well.